Hello and welcome back, everyone, to La-Mulana 2 Showcase on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we are starting our exploration of, continuing rather, our exploration of the Immortal Battlefield. I really like the backing track here. Also, hey, Babalusa, the race scanner is a piece of software that is actually extremely helpful once you understand what the fuck it does. Unfortunately, I don't actually agree with that. So yeah, we aren't really going to show off how useful it is.
Present the 12 skulls. I gotta find 12 dudes, and I gotta chop their heads off.
No, their heads are thankfully already chopped off. Okay. This is how you deal with a majority of every sub boss in the game. You get to a safe zone and you spam some of your sub weapons at them.
Well, I can imagine like some people might think like, oh, surely this would not work, and then come to find out, holy shit, it actually works.
Not only does this work, this is how a majority of the sub bosses almost have to be taken down. Cetus specifically has to be taken down effectively this way because your melee weapon attack speed underwater is so dramatically slower than normal that it is extremely difficult for you to actually deal damage to him. And trying to swim against Cetus for this fight, yeah, you're just gonna get hit juggled into oblivion. So,
who the hell were those guys?
That was La-Mulana and Sean. You remember La-Mulana from the first game, right?
Kind of.
No, La-Mulana was our playable character.
Dad?
Yeah, Dad.
Yay! Great, we get to spend some daughter and father quality time. Though why did Daddy run away from me?
Hey, Mulbrook. Alright, we're not actually going to spend all that much time dealing with La-Mulana and Sean. They are going to show up. They're going to show up in the background a couple of times, being a bit far ahead of us, due to the fact that La-Mulana is carrying around a specific artifact that we just never get access to. Now, if you recall, at the end of La-Mulana 1, La-Mulana was gifted the secret treasure of life for defeating the mother. Well, a plot point that I'm not entirely sure if we're going to get to cover on screen, so I may as well explain it here. Because La-Mulana and Sean are in the presence of the secret treasure of life, none of the puzzles and traps in Egglana are triggering for them.
Ah, so it's like they're club members and they knew the password.
Yeah. All right. This is why we have the Gale Fibula, so we can try to do this puzzle.
And we did it! Congratulations!
Yes, we did, which allows us to connect these two areas together.
Finally, we opened the Bloodborne secret door.
I mean, we've not actually been in this part of Immortal Battlefield yet, so it's not really a finally thing.
The doors of perception. Honestly, I feel like as time goes on, doors in video games are becoming, like, even more important than sub-characters.
For players specifically, yes, doors are more important than sub-characters, but... Oh, look, a giant pit.
Oh, gotta attack the Happy Crawly.
Yes. Every enemy in the game does have a name, and I absolutely do forget the particular name of that enemy, but he shows up throughout Immortal Battlefield quite a bit.
I'm gonna call him Pac-Man.
No, because his name is mythologically relevant for not necessarily some puzzles, but for the overall story of La-Mulana 2.
I still hold that he looks like a sticky arm and leg Pac-Man with arms and legs. He's even got a smile on.
Yes, his spherical body is similar to that of Pac-Man. I will grant you that.
Because not everybody knows that the lore of Pac-Man is the reason why he's able to stick to surfaces, is because he secretes a special adhesive from his epidermis.
So Mulbrook has run into Lameza and Sean. And Zelput is telling us that we should probably not try and solve this lava puzzle yet because we still don't have the ice cape.
Don't touch the lava. Come on, you all played that game growing up. If it's hot lava, you're not supposed to step on it or touch it.
Alright, jump over the pit and
wave your hands in the air if you feel fine.
Is where the ice fire treetop is. We are gonna have to take down Needhog sooner rather than later. Sadly, it's one of these smaller complaints that I have towards the game. Despite the fact that Needhog has got a very intimidating health bar and actually hits really goddamn hard, even in comparison to other mini bosses. You need to take down Needhog relatively early in order to actually do any successful exploration in La-Mulana 2.
Okay, spikes, check. Hot lava, check. Bottomless pits, check.
Thankfully, hazards. No, there are no bottomless pits in La-Mulana 2, and there's only technically one bottomless pit in La-Mulana 1. So, I'm trying to remember how I'm actually supposed to do this, but yeah. So we're going to ignore Elder Zelput's advice here.
We're just gonna jump in the lava. Oh god, it's hot.
Yes.
So water drains your health a little bit.
Water no longer drains our health because we got the Scalesphere. But the reason why I'm doing this is specifically so that we can get access to that, the Chain Whip. Unlike Lameza, Lumisa's proficiency with the whip-based weapons is actually significantly more noticeable. So yeah. As the annotation Gerda attempts to mention here, the Chain Whip does more damage than the knife does, but for a majority of the enemies that we're actually fighting, the knife's faster attack speed is actually better for where we are at the moment. However, for most of the bosses and sub-bosses that we'll be going up against, the Chain Whip is just significantly better than the knife.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chain whips kill everything.
Not everything, sadly.
Ugh.
Like the Chain Whip could not kill the False Door, for the record. It doesn't have fast enough attack speed to do it. Alright, but since we actually do have 2 bosses slain, we can go through this 2-soul door.
Soul doors.
Yes. Welcome to the Shrine of the Frost Giants. I hope you like ice physics, because this area is both littered with them, and they're not actually as bad as they were in other games. Elder Zelput mentions that there are snow boots floating around somewhere. He is technically correct. We won't be getting them till the end of the playthrough. And it's not for the obvious reason that they're tied to a difficult puzzle. No, the reason why we don't get the snowshoes till the end of the playthrough is because Mulbrook's got them, and Mulbrook won't give them to us until she has successfully helped us with exploration and hints for a good portion of the game. These are Yetis. Yetis are absolutely Yetis are absolutely annoying to fight on their terms, but to be perfectly honest, they don't actually have all that much HP. So if you can actually get up close to them, like say behind them or something, you can quite easily deal with them. There is a quick weapon switch button. I've never figured it out. I think it's carried over from La-Mulana 1. I straight up don't remember what the fuck it is. On controller, on controller, it's one of the shoulder buttons, but I don't know what it is on keyboard. And I play La-Mulana 1 and 2 on a mouse and keyboard. For those of you wondering why we aren't actually going through the obvious escape path, well, we have to actually do this in order to unlock that treasure chest. The Shrine of the Frost Giants is one of the first areas where it becomes blatantly obvious that the game really wants you to have upwards of 20 to 30 weights on you at all times. If you don't have upwards of 20 to 30 weights on you, well, you're going to get locked out of a lot of puzzles, specifically in Shrine of the Frost Giants, and other areas to a lesser extent. You also need to be checking virtually every fucking wall you come across, even if there are punishing eyes around the rooms that you're in.
Save the game.
Oh, look, a puzzle that we can't solve yet.
Oh, my friends from Super Mario World are here.
Ouch.
Stupid gecko.
This is a puzzle that I really wish I could solve right now, but I can't yet. I think this is for the Ganesha Talisman, right? The reason why we can't solve this puzzle yet is because we don't actually have fast enough movement to safely get through this.
How the fuck?
No,
what? How did we got crushed? Even though we phased through the fucking wall.
No, we did not. We don't phase through the fucking wall. We got crushed there.
I saw you pass through the wall, and then it said you died. Okay, let's try this one more time. I know what's going to happen this time.
All right, there.
Time to run.
There. And there. Okay, we can solve this now. Woot!
Nice.
And
then
we
it
get
starts coming
the
back.
Ankh Jewel. My bad, it's not the Ganesha Talisman. We're not going to get the Ganesha Talisman for a while yet. Okay. So, by successfully getting that Ankh Jewel, well, this Ankh Jewel is probably going to end up actually going into the third boss instead of the boss that it's tied to. The boss that actually being tied to is the boss of Icefire Treetop. Yeah.
That vase is on top of another vase.
Yes. And in order to make sure that I don't actually lose the coins in there, I have to, break the vases in the correct order.
Huh. So if you broke the vase on the bottom, then you wouldn't have gotten the gold from it?
Yes, and I likely would have died because yes, you can get crushed by falling vases in this game.
Are you shitting me?
Now, I am not shitting you. It becomes a significant obstacle in one of the future areas.
So just any object that can fall.
Any object that is solid, that is falling, can in fact kill Lumisa.
Jesus. Here I thought we were playing as a strong, independent character, but come to find out,
turns out that yeah, this character still succumbs to the will of gravity a lot.
Pressure.
All right. The big puzzle that we just solved there specifically was connecting the upper and lower halves of Shrine of the Frost Giants together, which will enable us eventually to go and get the next sigil that we need. This is something that I had to iron out in my practice run specifically because until you get both the origin, birth, and life sigils, which are from the first La-Mulana, you end up, getting locked out of a good portion of the combat upgrades that I really need for bosses after number 4. This is the 3 witch sisters, Morrigan, Nereid, and I forget what the other one is. And when you actually defeat all 3 of them, they merge into Babath Kath. Babath Kath is actually really fucking easy if you have the chain whip, which is why, we bothered to get the chain whip first.
But a lot easier if you have a fairy that basically gives you infinite health.
Not infinite health. She has a time limit. And you
so
need
now
to
that we've defeated Twin Rover,
down Babath Kath specifically in order to unlock that room, which we can't do anything with yet, but we will be able to once we get the life sigil. This puzzle requires that you go from the room that we were just in and down here by falling through the snow. Yes, you have to transition through multiple rooms in order to do that. And yes, that is a mechanic that'll come up multiple fucking times.
Falling through the snow to find out where to go.
Without doing that particular puzzle. And you'll notice that we're actually really low on weights all of a sudden.
Watch out for the blue.
Yes. The ice witches that actually do have names, I don't actually remember most of the enemy names in La-Mulana 2, to be perfectly honest. Like, I remember most of the bosses' names because they have splashes, but yeah, I don't remember most of the enemy names. Anyway, we have gotten the Burst Sigil, which will allow us to do a bunch of different unlocks. Once we actually, explore more of Shaun of the Frost Giants. In particular, there's an NPC that we can now go talk to. Some rolling shuriken for us.
Oh, I can destroy 2 vases at once. Just whatever you do, don't stack them.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, we're not going to go talk to the NPC that we can now unlock. Oh well. They're just going to give us more info about the local Paula anyway, so. Hey, never. Give us more ways because we are critically low. Thank you. And then we can go into the hot springs. In the next episode, we'll continue on with our exploration of La-Mulana 2. Be safe, everybody. We got a lot of exploring done this part. Waha!
The weight of responsibility.